Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. So I am uh, playing a game called Bear and Breakfast, which I gather is you being a bear and running a bed and breakfast. So hang on, I'm just going to turn the game sound down a little. Um, okay, so start game. Let's turn the sound down a little here because for me it's a little loud. Kind of hard to tell. Okay. Start game. Empty slot. Accept. Why can't I ever fall asleep on time? I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow. Mom's gonna kill me. Hank's hands got very cold all of a sudden. His forehead felt heavy with a crushing pressure. A dark figure with glowing eyes stared from far away. Weathered stones and dry wood surrounded it. Suddenly, a blinding jolt of lightning illuminated the sky. Thunder cracked. A shriek pierced the air. There was no one there. Everything fell dark and silent again except for the rain. Forget I said anything. Sleep is overrated. Hello? I guess, am I Hank? I can't remember. I can't move. Do not. Don't what? See, because that's already happening. Move. Can't do that either. WASD to move around. Okay. Guess not till the words disappear. Find. You mean like an introspection thing? Sleep. Yeah, sure. I'll just take a nap in the deathbed. Okay. E to interact. Oh, there we go. Okay. Don't. You're not great at making your mind up. Wake. God. I don't know why that reminded me of Don't Starve for some reason. And I guess he's Hank. That's it. No more dumplings before bed. For the third time, Hank. I guess his name is Hank. Uh-oh. Better see what's up. Okay. Can't go that way. Oh, okay. Hank says, I'm up, I'm up. Margaret says, well, aren't you a bag of bones? Good to see hibernation hasn't kicked in yet. Hank says, you can't call it that every time I get a little extra sleep. Besides what? Says Margaret. Hank says, I had a hard time sleeping. Too many thoughts. Margaret says, well, that runs in the family. Have you tried thinking less? Hank says, gee, thanks, Mom. Margaret says, no, where's Annie? Hank says, oh, in her room with Will, probably. I should go wake him up. Margaret says, all right, honey. Okay. So it looks like there's only one. Okay, so then this must be her room. What is... Hank says, good. Will says, get out. Hank says, morning. Annie says, out. Hank says, that's not a very good morning of you. Will says, there's nothing good about being up this early. Annie says, I don't smell any reasons to be up yet. Will says, what do you mean? I could smell him a mile away. Hank says, delightful, both of you. Annie says, what's on the docket today, boss? Will says, digging a new hole next to the other holes. Hank says, actually, Mom said she might let us cross the creek today and check under the bushes for mushrooms. Will said, what'd I tell ya? Annie said, I live for the hunt. Will says, how come we never get to do fun stuff anymore? Will says, like a good old visit to the dumpster. Hank says, we're not allowed past the fence anymore. Besides, there hasn't been any new garbage in months. Annie says, well, we won't find any garbage or shroomies in here. Let's go already. Will says, you're on his side now? Annie says, this morning, we're up. Let's go do stuff. Will says, they warned me betrayal never comes from your enemies. Huh. And Margaret saying, Hank, kids, over here. Get your digging claws ready. Here it comes. Annie says, coming. Show tutorial. Adventure mode. In adventure mode, you can walk around, interact with things, and pick up items in your inventory. I wonder what the other mode is. Wait a minute, where are my friends? They're already there? No. Huh, that's weird. Oh yeah, they're there. Hank says, hey Ma. Margaret says, morning kids. Annie says, good morning, Mrs. M. Will says, ma'am. Margaret says, did you sleep all right? Annie says, as good as ever. Hank says, good enough. Will says, whatever that means. I'm pegging Will as the Eeyore of the group. Margaret says, good. Today is a very special day. I need you to go. Annie says, on the hunt. Will says, all right, point me to the hole. Margaret says, to Black Moss. Hank says, what? Will says, what? Annie says, nothing. Margaret says, I know I said no going past the fence, but you've all been so good, and I need your help. Annie screams, ah, which I won't pronounce because I don't want to scream. Margaret says, the bush around the tombstone is getting a little thick, and the flowers aren't in bloom anymore. So I'll need you to find me a bundle of alligator weed. Will says, I can't believe we get to leave this stinking place. Margaret says, Will says, I mean, adventure. Annie says, adventure. Most of what Annie says is in caps, so I'm just not yelling it for the sake of everyone's ears in my throat. Margaret says, anyway, Hank, you're in charge of this operation. Here. Okay, I think that was it. Margaret says, here, this is what I'm looking for. In fact, take the whole notebook so you don't forget. You received the notebook ×1 collectible. Find it in your collectibles inventory. And a button says awesome. Margaret says, but don't lose it again. Hank says, I won't. Will says, he will. Annie says, he will. Margaret says, all right, you three, and remember, you're getting that bundle and straight back. Not one step further than the swamp. Hey, Red Wine, are you really? I just saw it like this morning, I guess. Hank says, yes, Ma. I hadn't heard anything about it. Oh my God, it's dark. How did it get dark? Is it dark? Collectibles. You just got the notebook, which is a collectible item. Okay. Margaret says, if I have trouble falling asleep, I just start reading my book. Yes, my brain would rather shut off than read another word. Haha. Okay. Margaret says, make sure you don't leave on an empty stomach. Too much food makes you sleepy. Too little just makes you dumb. Okay. Margaret says there's always something to do around the house. Okay. Anyone that tells you different has never looked behind their fridge. Okay, I'm trying to like... Is it just really dark here? So this area is the thicket. Okay. The house is... How did it get to be night? Was it like almost night? That's weird. Okay. So we're getting something to eat. I think. Is that the fridge? I'm right in that this is like... That looks like the stove. Okay, this is the fridge. But I'm not getting any... Oh, here we go. I don't know any cooking recipes, Hank says. Okay. So, where are we getting the food from? Down... Oh, okay, so I'm not supposed to be getting food. I was taking that as a direction. So it says go, because the tutorial was covering it. Quest tracker, go to Black Moss through the thicket. Well, okay. So I'm in the thicket. So are my friends coming with me, or are they going to just follow me? E. Annie says, Will stayed up all night watching movies again. Okay, something about a dog named Marley. So no, I fell asleep halfway through. Well, it doesn't look like we have... Oh, okay, here's a road. Oh no, that's a stream. I don't know. I can't cross the stream. Brook. Something like that. Okay, there is an arrow pointing me in the right direction, so I know I'm a little dense. I don't know how long that was. Probably for a while. Okay. Okay. The three friends found themselves farther than they'd ever gone before, past the soothing meadows and the quiet streams of the thicket. Margaret wouldn't know, but this was not exactly their first adventure. Annie, the Karelian dog, brave but clumsy. Will, the poor whippoorwill, I guess, grumpy on the outside, but surprisingly, even more so on the inside. And Hank, the brown bear, cheerful and curious, but maybe a little concerned about the promise he made back home, which was what? No, Mom, I'm definitely not going to wander too far in an adventurous fashion. I promise. Well, stuff happens. So we're in Black Moss. Will says, all right, gang. Annie says, spread out. God, she's yelling. Will says nothing. Okay, a bunch of see you later. Find some alligator weed for Margaret. Okay. The arrow is pointing me in this direction, but... Okay. Will says, you strike me as a real leave the gun, take the cannoli kind of guy. Okay, so that was Will. I thought it was something on the ground. He's so tiny. Okay, here we go. Here's the alligator weed. Oh, tire screech. Annie says, what in the what? Will says, fine. Have you heard of this game, Bear and Breakfast?
No.
I know, it's new. Will said, I heard it too. Hank said, we'd better go. It's like a
visual novel?
No, it's management game, and you're a bear running a bed and breakfast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've been battling with Unity all morning.
But we haven't... Oh, this was on Unity, but we haven't found the thing for your mom yet. And with Hank, let's see where that sound came from. Hank says, that's not what I meant. We're going back. Wait a minute, for what, your VR?
Yeah, I've been... Oh, Jesus.
Will says, you know what? I bet it's a brand new garbage truck. Hank says, don't care. Mom said straight back. Let's go. Annie says, she also said to get some gator weed. We haven't found any yet. I thought I just found some. Will says, maybe there's some in the truck. There is a lot of text. Hank says, no, come back.
You don't need to say the name of the character every time.
Well, it's confusing if you don't. Follow Will and Annie. Oh.
Alright, well, whatever.
Okay.
Alright, have a good rest of your
I was going to make English muffin pizzas later with tomato sauce and mozzarella.
I'm leaving in like 2 hours or
Oh,
so.
okay.
So.
Okay. Never mind then.
Alright, have a good stream.
Okay, thanks. Did he get, like, kidnapped and put on a bus? All your friends completed. Achievement unlocked. Little Rebel. Timber Crossing. I don't think he was intentionally a rebel. Oh, I'm sorry for the loud noises. If you hear my husband's doing stuff in the attic. He's rewiring. Luxurious outhouse. And so, yeah, it's made up of pinewood plank, plywood plank, cotton sheet, and loggers tools. Okay, so I guess this obviously is something that's coming. And I'm not going to click on everything yet. Okay. Is that Will? That's who there's Will. Will says, the reason all the jokes about Mondays are so terrible. is because people only think them up on a Monday. That's a good point, actually. So Finn, nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Grab opportunity by the throat and show it who's boss. Okay. Finn says the strange shark had a shiny, bouncy exterior and wore cool sunglasses. What's he doing here in the middle of the forest? A little gray speaker box was strapped to his neck, blurting out nonsense. It reminded Hank of Will's TV. Next to it, a little car had a big advert for something called Bon Voyage. Nothing weird about it at all. Finn says nothing is... Oh, same thing. Okay, same thing you said before. Hank says hello. Finn said be part of the next exciting experience, enticing escape, electrifying enterprise. Hank says, is someone in there? Finn says, you there? Fine. Gentleman in the orange coat. Hank says, I am pretty gentle. Finn said, how do you like to own the next minor share in the next major maneuver? Hank says, well, I'm not into anything major, but I do like sharing. Oh, he's so sweet. Finn says, and I must reiterate the share is very minor. What do we get to share again? Finn says, very, very minor. Hank says, how exactly are you talking? Finn says, Bon Voyage is a multinational, multi-layered, multi-year friend corporation. Hank says, what the? And says, offering secured touristry, adjacent goods and services in exchange for valuable personal collateral. Hank says, you lost me. Will says, don't think he ever had me to begin with. And says, just bring in your old, useless, priceless family jewelry or expensive heirloom of choice, and we'll give you a 1 to 3 day all-inclusive voucher for the vacation of a lifetime. Hank says, sorry, buddy, I don't have anything expensive or a heirloom. Finn says, Bon Voyage is also on the lookout for brand new ventures and locations. Annie says, why does he keep saying it like that? He keeps saying it like Annie with all caps. Finn says, for its millions of customers all around the valley. We will take any location or premises, no matter how rundown or decrepit, to offer our very human patrons the holidays they deserve. Hank says, wait, for humans to live here? Will says, I don't think anyone wants to live here. They're just tourists. I've seen this before. The humans wander around where Shark Boy tells them, and then they stare at the trees and try to forget whatever they're running from. Hank says nothing. Will says, I read in a magazine, humans are whack. Finn says, if you or a friend of a friend would like to offer your home or house to become a Bon Voyage premium premises by restoring, repairing, redecorating, and bringing it up to a minimum standard, which frankly no one enforces, and drastically, barely alter your monthly income, simply press the green button under my gullet and a representative will get in touch. Oh wow, that just sounds so... Hank says, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what he just said. Will says, if I heard that shark right, I'm pretty sure it wants to give us money. Human grade, primo quality, shiny money. Annie said, all I heard was that humans are coming back. Will said, well, the money has to get here somehow. Hank says, humans, I've barely seen one in months. Annie says, and that's more than enough. Will says, hello, don't you see what this means? Your oddly alarming strength, my foolproof understanding of all things, and SpoilSport's cheerful attitude. And he says, I am cheerful. I just don't care for him, that's all. Will says, we stand to make a boatload of cash. Hank says, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what you just said. Will says, human, back, money, give, good. Hank says, I'm going to be honest. And he says, it's anything other than good. Will says, look, just go tell the shark we're in. We'll just use any broken down shed. They're all abandoned anyway. Okay. So let me just see. The tutorial says visibility. Within the adventure mode menu, you have two additional options. Visibility. If you're not a fan of the dark, after midnight you can sleep until the following morning. This also advances time. Visibility. If you like to see the inside of most buildings, you can lower the roof and walls. I think I missed the other parts of the tutorial, didn't I? Quest tracker. A creep of faith. Press the green button on Finn the creepy shark. Finn says, nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Grab our opportunity by the throat and show it who's boss. Press Hank's shown. Press the green button, walk away. Oh, okay, you have a choice. Press the green button. Hank says, hello again. Finn says, congratulations, you have been automatically entered into a standard legally binding agreement by using your fingerprint identification data from the local police department. Welcome to the family. Error unknown pattern. Will says, name suits you. Finn says, you are now contractually obligated to provide your premium property details within the next 3 business days. Simply press the green button under my gullet when the premises are ready to accept our first guest. Will says, all right, who knows anything about human houses? Hank says, well, I used to look at the pictures of houses in the magazines we found. Annie said, could the humans maybe just live under a bus? Will says, no, I don't think that cuts it. They're fragile and get scared easily. This is coming from a tiny little bird. Annie says, sounds familiar. Oh, see, she gets it. Hank says, I think I know a thing or two about making a place cozy. Oh, that's so sweet. And I do not get scared that easily. Will says, yeah, but I think we need help too. We should go find Tony. Hank says, I really don't think we should bother him. Hank looks extremely concerned. Will says, he won't mind. Besides, I think he'll enjoy the company. Hank says, I don't even know where he is these days. Will says, I doubt he ever left Sawdust. Go see if you can sniff him out and tell him we need his master woodwork skills. Will says, that'll get him going. Go to Sawdust through Timber Crossing. Okay, so we're going back this way. Well, so my son does not want the English muffin pizza. We have all these English muffins. I asked my husband to get some. I went to Costco and got 4 different like containers of them. So we're like kind of inundated with English muffins. And they're white flour, which is not great for me. Oh, it's a junkyard. Why not? So I'm looking at, oh, it's some kind of machine. It says, why not simply punch the trees? Okay, so I need to find my way. This is like a maze around to the building, which I guess this is the entrance. And this is, what was his name again? I totally forgot. Tony says, by God, a bear. He's a beaver. Hank says, it's just me, sir, Hank from the thicket. He's so sweet. Tony says, oh goodness, you can talk? Hank's saying nothing, just looking like dejected or teed off. I'm not sure which. Tony says, I'm just yanking your tail, boy. How's your mother? Hank says, she's great. Listen, I want to ask if you could help us. We've got a... Tony says, help! Why didn't you say so? What do you need? A stack of birch? Hank says, well, actually, my friends and I were wondering. Tony says, an oak spoon? Oh, I think Margaret would love that. Has anyone taught you how to saw yet? Hank says, no, there's this shark in Timber Crossing. Tony says, oh, a redwood plaque for your fish? Hank says, he says he's bringing humans to the valley. Tony says, oh, well, we haven't seen those in a while, have we? What could I possibly have to do with that? Hank says, how much do you know about building things? For humans, I mean. Tony says, well, as you of course know, everything people, and people is capitalized with a P, make is perfect. When I took over the mill here, I found all these papers and schematics. It felt like stumbling upon artifacts. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I apologize if you could hear that sound. It's like not quite right above me, but never thought wood could take so many shapes. Look here. Elaborate contours, knotty frames, perfect angles. Clearly, only an incredible being could come up with all this. Hank says, whoa. Can you make all that? Tony says, oh, anyone can. It's quite simple once you figure out how to read these things. Would you like me to teach you? Hank says, yes. Well, I was hoping you could help us fix up this old shack in Timber Crossing. Tony says, oh, how wonderful. Well, his O is just really strange. It doesn't look enthusiastic. How wonderful. We'll need my back saw and mallet, a ladder. Oh, and a couple of stacks of pine. Fetch those for me, will you? The bright yellow ones. Hank says, they're all yellow. I don't see anything yellow. Okay, the tutorial says you can interact with materials in the world to loot their content. Press E again when in the container screen to take everything inside it quickly. Okay, I think I get that. You can also split stacks for multiple items. Scavenging is one of the main ways for you to obtain materials. Certain materials will respawn periodically in expected locations. Wood will be found near trees, stone, and marble. Near rocks. Excuse me. Wood would be found near trees, stone and marble near rocks, junk around the garbage dump, and so on. Store any extra materials in the stash near the Bon Voyage car in each area. Okay, so I did miss a couple tutorials. The basics, okay, I think I get how to move, zoom the camera in and out, using mouse wheel up and mouse wheel down, interact with different things in the world by pressing E. The game uses an autosave feature. Do not exit the game while this animation is displayed. For more options, consult the settings, and you can access game settings. Okay. Adventure mode. Okay, so I think in adventure mode, you can walk around, interact with things, and pick up items in your inventory. Your inventory is accessed through the adventure mode menu. It holds every item you find in this world. You can use filters or the organize button to sort through things magically, or throw away whatever you don't need using the delete slot. Okay. The mini map displays your current location, day, time, and allows you to navigate the world. Okay. Get 5 plywood planks for Tony. Got plywood? Wood pile. Was there a shortcut to do that? I can't remember. I don't even know if this is plywood. Am I missing something? Is it... Okay, let me look at my inventory. Plywood plank. Okay. There was a quick button for take all, wasn't there? I forget what it is. Okay, so I got 5 plywood. Okay, Tony, here we go. Tony says, so did you find all the wood? I say, yep, got it right here. Hank says, yep, got it right here. Tony says, grand, perfect, you're doing such a great job. Hank says, thanks, I just picked it up off the ground, or just picked it off the ground. Tony says, amazing. He must be related to Annie. Now I'm headed to Timber Crossing. I'll see you there. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Okay, this meet Tony back in Timber Crossing. This is really a cute little game. Let's see, I'm getting stuck in stuff. Okay. Well, I guess I don't. I suppose I could pick up extra stuff, but. What is this? Oh, bus station. Okay, so I guess we'll build that at some point. I'm lost. Oh, there's the arrow. Okay. Shoot. You know, I need to keep kinesio tape at my desk because my back is seizing up and my husband is too far away to bring me some. Okay. Did I, like, go the wrong way? I didn't, did I? Well, here's where everyone is. Where's Tony? Oh, there's Tony. Tony says, yes, all of that is wonderful. Will says, and we're going to use this old shed. Haven't seen a human claim it in years. Tony says, oh, yes, this will do nicely. Look who decided to finally... Will says, look who finally just... Oh, my God, I'm losing it. Look who decided to finally show up. Tony says, as I was telling your friend here, the wood you brought ought to be enough. I'll get started on this. First, you have to clean up the shed of all the garbage. Hank says, I think I can do that. Okay. I feel like I need a little more light. I mean, I don't really, but... Okay. Take everything. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's all stuff for the outhouse, the luxurious outhouse, I think. We may actually have enough. Okay. Okay, Tony, we're done. Tony says, did you clean up the shed? Hank says, yep. Tony says, great. Now we'll have to use this old workbench. Where? Hank says, the what? Tony says, well, you can't hammer a nail in thin air. You need someplace to make it work. That is a good point. Will says, the table next to the tree, Hank. Tony says, grab some wood and put it back together while I tidy up the place. Okay. The table near the tree. Oh, that's the table. Then there's some more wood here, so I guess let's grab that. Okay, so I'm going to make pine wood planks. I guess I'm going to turn everything into pine wood planks. And crafting table can now be used to build rooms and craft furniture. Okay, so we made it look nicer. Let's see. The tutorial says repairable objects. You can repair various objects in the world by gathering their required materials. Workbenches will allow you to build and craft in that area. Monuments will improve the status of the area and attract more guests. They're showing the luxurious outhouse. Passages will be cleared and bridges will be repaired to allow access. Cool. That definitely will help. Okay, so I finished that. I'm going to go talk to Tony. Tony says, did you get that workbench fixed? And Hank says, like brand spanking new. Tony says, it's good. Enough. Hank says, thanks. Tony says, excuse me. Tony, where are you going? We need lights. Okay. Tony hammered something, came back. Tony says, excuse me, you have plenty of time to get better. Will says, now humans got over the cold stone floors in Itchy Hay a while ago. They would much rather sleep on a clean, soft, springy surface. Tony says, here, this is none of those things, but it'll do. Stock update. Pon Voyage has new items available. Visit the shop to find new items available for purchase. Congratulations, you've unlocked a new crafting recipe. Shabby pallet bed recipe. Crafted at the workshop. Okay, so Tony says go make one at the workshop. The tutorial says crafting items. Once repaired, the workbench is used to craft and place objects as well as build rooms. To craft functional furniture, use the workbench and enter the crafting menu. Functional objects are specific to room types and are crafted from materials. Beds give comfort and belong in bedrooms, give hygiene and belong... Oh, I missed a word. Toilets give hygiene and belong in bathrooms, etc. Hey, Barry. I'm doing okay. How are you? Crafting items. Once you're done, exit build mode by using the exit button. Learn new blueprints from quests or by buying them and interacting with them to learn the recipes. Buy more blueprints at the Pon Voyage shop. The Pon Voyage shop as they become available. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bed. Okay, inventory crafting. Shabby pallet bed. Do I have everything? I think so. Right? Okay, so I hit the hammer? Yep. Oh, that was quick. Okay. The bed is yet to come. It's called, the quest is called. Okay, so I guess I exit. Yeah, I exited from the workbench menu. Okay. Tony says, were you able to make that bed? Hank says, yep, got it right here. Tony says, I didn't think it could look worse than the schematics. Man, but here we are. Oh, I mean, excellent. You're doing so well. Hank says, better than mine back home. Will says, that's just sad. Well, hurry along and put it to good use. Make a bedroom and put the bed in it. Well, what do you mean make a bedroom? Building rooms. Show tutorial. Yeah. Building rooms. Use the workbench to Build and edit rooms within the cabins of your resorts. Okay. What? Do I literally have to go back to the workbench? It doesn't look like it. That's weird. Okay, I'll have to figure this out. Access build mode. And pick a room type from the list. Some resorts only support a limited number of room types. Draw the footprint of the room until you reach the minimum required size at least. You can add or remove tiles using the plus and minus buttons. Each room requires a door to function, but a room can have multiple doors. Add more with the Add Doors button. I'm a little slow on this stuff, so that's why I'm reading this slowly. Building rooms. Rooms will also require mandatory objects in order to function. While in build mode, grab furniture from your inventory and place it in your cabin. You can rotate any piece of furniture before you place it using R. I'm going to forget all this. Confirm building the room by clicking the check mark. Make sure it's not overlapping anything. Edit or delete rooms in build mode by selecting one and using the room panel buttons. So I actually have to, okay. I guess that's why the workbench is so close to the, okay. So build room, comfort, okay. So minimum size 2x3. I guess I'm just gonna do 3x3, I guess. And I have to put a door on it, it's showing. That's a big door. Okay. And then we put the shabby pallet bed in there. It's kind of good I did 3x3. And then that's it, right? Okay. Okay. Tony says, so were you able to make that bedroom? Hank says, yes, sir, stains and all. Tony says, brilliant. I almost prefer it to the dead tree I used to sleep in. Hank says, you encourage weird. Well, it says, all right, now, this is the most important step. Humans always need to feed their false sense of superiority by having someone around that they can look down on. Hank says, you sure seem to know a lot about that. Will says, so we're going to need to make them feel welcome by putting down a little table at the front of the house that tells them where to go, and a little black book to keep the records for the shark. Tony says, ah, yes, here's how you make it. Quite straightforward, really. Stock update. Bon Voyage has new items available. Visit the shop to find new items for purchase. You've unlocked a new crafting recipe, front desk recipe, crafted at the workbench. Will says, after you've made it, just put it down in the shed, and then it's time to rake in the dough. Okay. What do we need for it, though? Oh, more tutorial. Placing objects. While in build mode, you can always place furniture objects freely without having to build a room first. Wait, what? Use the inventory button, then select and place on any objects you've crafted or bought. Decorative only objects can be placed anywhere in a resort. Room-specific types can only be placed in their room type. Wow, they have a lot of documentation, which is very helpful for someone like me. Let's see. Craft a front desk and place it in the dinky shed. Okay. Furniture items. Cooking items, crafting items? No. Oh, that's materials. Clothing items, fuel, quest items. Okay, what did it say? Using the word craft a front desk. Known recipes. Front desk recipe. Okay. Okay. It doesn't, I don't need to, no, I guess it has no particular. Okay, so that's in my inventory now. Can I just, wait a minute, what's my inventory? I wonder if it's got a... Let's see. Furniture items. Okay. So I guess it should go here. Okay. Tony says, did you place the front desk? Hank says, yep, it's in there. Will says, that looks good. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a natural, Hank. He's so mean. Tony says, such a fast learner. Hank says, it's not that great. It took me forever and there's barely anything in there. Are they even gonna like it? Will says, you sure know how to take a compliment. Hank says, sorry. Thank you? Thank you. Sorry. Will says, go talk to Sharky Boy. Tell him we got his joint ready. Okay. Finn says, nothing to lose. Oh, here he goes again. Grab blah, 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 blah. Hank presses the green button. Hello, we'd like to have some humans over. Finn says, congratulations. Your premium property is now listed on the network. Is this like Airbnb? The time had come to unleash something both intriguing and unfortunate on Silver Valley. People. Oh, yeah. These dewy, mostly hairless creatures were a controversial topic in the neighborhood. Some thought they were godly beings forging the world with their magic and machines. Mostly because they left behind food and other stuff that animals liked. Others would throw a fit of rage, calling them unqualified harbingers of doom. A bit dramatic, if you asked Hank. All he knew for sure was what his mom always said. Keep your distance. So much for that. Okay, so Finn says you can now start earning hardly life-changing income. Simply accept your first guest through your front desk and give them the experience of a lifetime. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. All we have is a bed. So I'm not sure about that experience of a lifetime thing. Okay. Active guests, details. Wait. How do we do this? Okay. What are we supposed to do? Oh, tutorial. The front desk can be used to manage your resort. The resort overview panel will show you all the active resorts you've discovered. Each resort will display its available bedrooms, guest requests, and reviews. Bedrooms you build will be listed with their current vacancy status and scores. Excuse me. Every morning, new guests will request to stay in your resorts. You have to accept them and assign them to rooms. We can't refuse them. Depending on the resort, each guest will have demands for their room. Use the accept button to accept a guest request. Assign the guest to a bedroom for their stay. Try to match the bedroom scores to the guest demand for better reviews and payout. Wait a minute. Okay. I think I get this. You can get more guest requests per day in an area by repairing monuments. While you are off on an adventure in another location, your resorts will still run. Okay. So, I'm not guest request. Fatima Humphreys. She wants comfort and decoration. Ooh. Resort decoration 2, prestige level 1. No reviews, obviously. Active staff, none. Okay, let's accept it. Assign her. Gee, which bedroom should we assign her to? Okay, so should we build like a decoration or two? Since I don't feel like should I like take initiative and do this myself? No, it looks like oh, you know what? We probably don't have any. Can I buy them? Can I buy decorations, furniture items, crafting items? No, so I don't have anything. What about the shop? Where is the shop? That's weird. Where's the shop? Okay, so I'm not exactly getting a prompt here. Do I have to talk to Tony? It's just me, your local wood Samaritan. Okay, oh, I'm supposed to go back and talk to the shark guy. Or whatever it is. Okay. Hank says, I got a human on the way. Finn says, congratulations, you are now on your way to financial independence. In actuality, you are much, much closer to financial ruin. But you have a head start, and that probably means something. In any case, make sure you keep up with the guest demands, as they tend to become pickier and pickier. Sadly, an issue that technology hasn't been able to solve yet. Okay. So I don't have any prompts. Was I supposed to keep talking to the shark guy? It doesn't look like. Oh, he's got an exclamation point. Uh-oh, alert, alert. It looks like your premium property is lacking in the old P department. Hank says, hey, I don't... Prestige, Finn says. Wow. Finn says, that means that the decoration levels of your property aren't up to our low standards. It is ugly. Hank says, but it looks just like my room. Finn doesn't say anything. In order to attract more lucrative guests, just make your properties more appealing by adding non-essential ornamental furniture and knickknacks. Guests go crazy for knickknacks. Hank says, what an uncomfortable sentence. Finn says, raise the property prestige level to a satisfying degree before returning. Prestige. Prestige is the sum of all decoration scores across the resort. Your resort's prestige score can be found in the resort overview panel. Increase prestige by increasing the amount of decoration in your cabin. Yeah, I guess that one. Most objects have a decoration score either positive or negative. So it's saying I need to get the prestige level to 2. So... how? Well, prestige level, resort decoration. Okay, I'm getting like no prompts. What am I missing? Oh, there are arrows in like a bunch of different directions. Maybe I'm supposed to go like find stuff. So E is to sawdust. Okay, I'm just finding signs so far. Okay, this guy has a... Okay, never mind. He's just saying you're still not good enough. Well, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see, that's the bus station. Can I just like pick flowers or something? Do I have any? I don't think I have any new recipes. Is that Will? Oh no, it's something. What did I just pick up? Please tell me it's something pretty. Nope. Quest items, no. Oh, it's dark again. I didn't even notice that it was light. Okay, I'm gonna look at the workbench again. Maybe I missed something. Okay. Crafting. Okay, I'm not. Oh, wait a minute. Decorative items. I don't have any. Functional furniture, decorative items. Inventory. I don't have anything, right? Okay. Well, I'm at a loss. And this is a monument, right? Oh, can I build this? No, I need logger's tools. Can't build. So maybe she knows. Annie says, Will stayed up all night watching movies again. Okay, so... well, I think I'm going to need help on this. Because I am stuck. You remember the... Oh, here it is. Let's see. You remember the old dumpster in the north of Timber Crossing that you go diving in with Will? You should check it for some decorative things that you could then place around the dicky shed to make it more appealing. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that next time. I really like this game, so I'm definitely gonna play it some more. It's just my back is beginning to hurt. So anyway, but yeah. So this is fun. I think it's a cute game. But yeah, I'll definitely play another time this weekend, today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. Yeah. So Red Wine, thank you so much for joining. Barry, thank you for joining. Everyone watching the VOD, thank you so much. And I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you soon.